Hey everybody, it's me again, Kale, here once more playing some more Tales of Arise Beyond the Dawn. And again, I preface, spoilers ahead, for the main game of Tales of Arise. You've been warned, I'm doing my part, Namco Bandai. Don't send in the ninjas. Anyway. Let's go take Nazamil to the Renacor. May I enter? That was for a while. That seems rude. I guess I'll go around. Oh wait, that was the execution ground. Never mind, that makes sense. Oh yeah. I believe inns are where most of the shops are located. Unless that's changed in the time that I've been gone.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Oh, dope. I can make all the, like, sick, nasty weapons that I know about. I mean, provided, of course, I have the requisite materials. Which I don't. I don't even really have any materials worthy of the weapons that we are capable of making. Oh, I got flamestone. Something. What, you guys donate all your weapons to charity? Jeez. I suppose I can make any, like, accessories, can I? Yeah, sure. Let's make a couple of those. Full damage down. Yeah, that sounds pretty dope. That one's less good because it's a lower grade material. Yeah.
Maybe it's time I try on something new.
Yes, indeed it is. Do that. Do that. So you need a lot more elemental defense there, buddy. Enjoy. And I'll give myself a protect ring. Dope. Since when have you started selling material? I mean, I can kind of afford some of it. It's all really expensive, though. Maybe I'll hold off for a while. You know, we've got fairly decent supplies for now. Let's just get a quick rest. Hopefully I can cook while I'm here. Yes, please. I don't have the supplies. Yeah, I did only pick up very limited supplies. Hold on. Before I sleep, I would like to purchase 5 of each of your fresh produce, please and thank you. Hopefully that'll allow me to make at least something to eat.
We've got all the ingredients for that.
Yes, I know. Thank you, Law. You're very excited. Ah, there we go. Okay. Fence up tiny. Make some apple pie. Elemental attack up. That's pretty good. Vitamin smoothie. Fence up. More ore. Could be useful for some upgrades. Okay. Rare ore rate up. Yeah. Not immediately in the field. So let's do this one longer duration.
Done. This is sure to give the others some much-needed energy.
Was the audio a bit loud? Hold on a second. I kind of think of that through the last episode. Let me just check a couple of things here real quick. Volume mixer. Yeah, that is all the way up. Let me tone that down just a touch. So I'm not blasting anybody's eardrums out for more than one episode. Can somebody talk? I gotta go find something that Elfin can question. Well, I can probably do some audio mixing here in the, yeah, here we go. $95... 90...
Demon Fang! You're finished!
Perfect. Oh, wait, no, hold on. There we go. Alright, that should be good. No dens, enter the Renin residential quarter. Why? The border between the Den and Renin residential quarters. Well, I need to. You know, I'm pretty sure their population is lower than... Never mind.
It's good to see you guys, but with the city being so on edge, it's hard to relax.
The Renins and Danans here don't trust each other. This place is a far cry from Vicent.
What about Pelagian? You took in most of the refugees from Lenegis, didn't you?
I've settled them on different levels of the city, so contact between the two cultures is minimal.
Better to gather all the Renins in one place to avoid unnecessary conflicts, huh?
And with the Lord guy here in charge, no one can do anything too crazy.
Come on. He's carrying out his duties as the Renin representative.
But if that's true, are you sure it's okay to leave the city?
Fortunately, I have people there I can rely on.
Good. Delegation.
Leaving for a short while shouldn't be a problem.
And Kisara, you're the captain of those new troops in Vicent, right?
That's right. The Service Corps. We're made up of former members of the Guard and armored soldiers. We serve as the people's shield in the new era.
Not surprising for coming from you.
I'm not used to teaching so many new recruits, but I'm managing somehow.
Rinwell, you're in Vicent too, aren't you? Is your nose still stuck in a book all the time?
Yep. There are too many books to read, so I always end up cooped up at home.
Hey, you go out sometimes, like when you're investigating the ruins.
You seem to know a lot about it.
Oh, not really. It's just that sometimes I guard caravans as part of the Crimson Crows, you know? So whenever I stop by Vicent, I pop in to help with stuff. Anyway, what
sure.
have you been up to, Alphen?
Are you and Shion still traveling around as usual?
Yeah. I don't feel ready to settle down in one place just yet. Shion?
Sorry. It's been a while, but it doesn't feel like anyone's changed, you know?
You're right.
I mean, we did most of our changing on the battlefield.
I know we've got a lot of catching up to do, but Nazamiel must be getting bored by now.
I mean, I appreciate the, like,
Sorry, Nazamiel.
the recap of your lives since.
I wonder what the Renans here were doing when Nazamiel was being chased down. She doesn't seem too excited to see them.
You think they had something to do with it?
I'm not sure. It's possible.
Hey, what's your deal? Ah, still racist, I see. Fair. It's gonna take a while to get that out of the system. Much though I'd like that they hurry up. It'd be nice. Man, can't... Look,
What's this thing?
See, on one hand, I'm upset with him. On the other hand, I also know that they are being, you know, rounded up, which... Both sides are... Damn it, we've come to a both sides are in the wrong scenario. It's always easier when it was just the one-sided problem. Yep, that's me!
So from the Renan's perspective, I'm some kind of terrible destroyer.
Accepting their definition ignores all the good you've done. Don't forget what you were fighting for.
And besides, you're on their side too. You're Elfin. You're on everyone's side. So long as they're not an evil prick. And even then, we try and at least understand them.
Hey, it's that ingredient.
It is
Yeah,
pork!
The one for that recipe.
You all.
A year ago, on Lenegus, I called for solidarity. However, things have not gone as I had hoped.
The divisions brought by class and race are similar, but not quite the same.
Yeah. You can make all the speeches you want, and they can be all pretty and whatnot, but... You know, once they hit actual real-life friction, they tend to break down. Buddy... You know, instead of just going back and forth between who's on top and who's on bottom, which, I mean, in some cases, that if that's what you're into. But in this case, just maybe, I don't know, equality? It's alright, we'll get there. Hey, how you doing, kid? Yep, that makes sense. I'm the boogeyman. Oh, don't like that. No, she's right. I'm with her. No, you can stay. I got no problem with you staying. Okay. Alright, so what's the deal here?
Nazamiel? What are you doing back here?
Away with you! You don't belong here. How many times do we have to say it?
How could you say such a thing? She's a Renan just like you, and a child at that.
If it isn't the blazing sword, the very person who destroyed our society, you're one to talk.
You Renans value lineage and social standing, don't you? Nazamiel is the daughter of a lord.
Her father was a lord, yes. He was the esteemed Lord Urwagil Hildress, the former Water Lord.
Urwagil, the lord who preceded
Ah.
Auron.
Okay.
But that girl's mother is just some embedded nobody.
Her mother is a Danon?
The blood of a glorious lord mixed with that of a lowly slave. It's repugnant.
Kind of figured that was where that was going.
Girl is no Renin. Every one of us here agrees on that.
Well, then she fits in with our weird band just fine.
Hey! Bastards just spewed their hatred and left.
Yeah, that's racist for you.
A child with both Danon and Renin blood. Is that even possible?
I do need to remind you, we are more or less the same peoples.
I'd heard rumors that it happened on rare occasions, but not of any children that reached her age.
You knew this would happen, didn't you? Why didn't you say something, even though you knew it would be painful?
It was too much to explain, and I'm in no pain.
But it's wrong to judge someone because of how they were born.
I should know, I did it a lot.
Let's go back to look for Bayfon. It's better than staying here.
Though, to be fair, I think we were all in that boat.
You said you weren't in any
Except for
pain.
Elfin. Elfin's always
Is
been a
that
good
really
boy.
True?
Why do you ask?
Is it possible you just got used to the pain?
I can't remember.
Oof. Oof. That was coming from Shion, too. That hits home. I do need to remind you, Almedia was a horrible person. Actually, no, I suppose we did learn a fair bit about them on the Renin station. Apparently they all had their positive moments too, but, you know, we only saw them from the Danon perspective, where they were horrible people. But it was...
Nazamil is Erwygil's daughter.
Did you know him?
We were acquaintances, but we never saw eye to eye.
But you know how it goes. A good person from one perspective, when dealing with the enemy of their people, can often seem like a monster. And can often do monstrous things, just because they believe it is the right thing to do. It's a sad state of affairs.
Yeah.
What up? You got a quest for me? You don't have actual voice lines, and we're actually getting, like, close up here and doing the talking thing. I just assume you have a quest for me. I'm pre-programmed to accept that fact. And I get you. You're gonna see Bayfon, right? Oh, yeah. I'll order for the likes of us. Circling stuff in the air is because of the mausoleums, isn't it? Astral energy. What an eyesore.
Yeah.
And when the twin worlds merged, normally it would be absorbed into matter. Mausoleums are preventing that from happening. Not the Danon Ren. Exit could cause if left unchecked. Machines from the original Ren. Don't much care for the sound of that. Now it's good to know that you're on top of it. That's the residential quarter on our side of town. Pay him a visit. Yeah, I suppose astral energy being all defunct could definitely keep tensions pretty high strung. Ooh, treasure.
What's this thing?
I'll eventually get numb to him saying that again. Everyone's side. You know, you can be on everyone's side. Jeez.
Bayfon.
Wow, look who it is. It's been a while, hasn't it? Huh? Nazamil. Oh, goodness you're safe.
Oh, good. She does have friends in the town.
So, some of the refugees we took in from Lenegus knew of Nazamil's identity, huh? The situation in Niez is delicate, to say the least. So I thought it would be better if I sent her to Vicente.
I guess some unhappy residents went after her before she could make it there.
Yeah, that's why I went looking for her as soon as I found out. It's fortunate that you found her first. I would just send her off on her way, but she may be attacked again.
Yes, that is true. However, it would be just as dangerous for her to stay here, too.
We can look after her in the meantime.
Well, okay then. Why don't we escort her to Vicente ourselves?
Yeah.
But what about while we're at the mausoleum? Things being as they are, she can't just wait around here.
She can come with us.
Or we could take her with us to the mausoleum.
We're pretty good at protecting people.
It's dangerous to send her off, and it's dangerous for her to stay. She'll be safest with us there to protect her.
Besides, we only fight 4 at a time. The other
I'm
2 can
fine
be on
with
Nazamil
protecting
duty.
her, but doesn't the mausoleum have its own dangers?
You're right. That is a concern. However, with all of us there, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. After all, it's better to stick together than split up.
Yeah. Don't split the party.
We can head back to Vicente after we finish
Be
the
foolish.
mausoleum. Is that okay with you, Nazamil?
Sure.
Just where is the mausoleum anyway?
In the ruins at Adon Lake.
Oh.
It's pretty deep in, so you'll need to be cautious.
We just came from there. It's fine. Ah, subquests. Perfect.
It's easy to forget in Menancia, but the enmity between Daemons and Renans still runs deep.
Hearts and minds cannot change as quickly as circumstances. We must be patient.
I guess that's a mature way of looking at it.
That's a Dohalim way of looking at it. Alright, give me my quest. Come on. Don't dawdle.
Huh?
Sure, no problem.
Hey!
You have to make promises that casually. Oh, it looks like they're all short on people. Can't just ignore them. So what do you want us to do? More flags for the Dark Wings, so we need to gather more materials. Thing is, there are Zoogles hanging around. Materials are. It's difficult collecting them safely.
All right.
Beat up monsters? That's
Just
kind of
a
our
moment.
thing. All the danger to make them.
Say what?
Picking a fight with them. Even if that's not your intention, it's definitely not going to help things. You work for Bayfon, you should know Hardy's trying to improve relationships with Renans. Why'd you do something to ruin that? I thought the ruckus calmed down, the city would be more peaceful. I was dealing with business while making sure not to cause tension. I do respect them for that.
Oh?
I was actually moved by Law's words. I'm amazed. Amazed? Why do I get the feeling I'm being insulted? Well, you're not known for your persuasiveness, Law. Anyway, we're not going to help with an idea like that. The idea of putting up a flag might not be that bad in itself.
Well?
What do you mean? Not for showing off to Renans. You can make a new flag to symbolize the coexistence of Renans and Daenons. Hopefully people would feel that if you're working for the same city under the same flag, it doesn't matter where you're from. Think. How about putting the Rose of Unity on the flag? Ah, the bicolor flowers. Considered a symbol of the New World, right? 2 colors represent Dana and Rena's light and dark elements.
Oh, wow!
That's a good idea. When they see the flag, it'll remind them both Renans and Danas are living in the same city. Good. Promote unity. That's what we want to see in a flag.
Shion?
Why don't we help them out? I mean, now that they have a better idea. Yeah.
just great.
Let's get over that quickly. Let's take out those Zoogles! You just wanted to punch something, didn't you? Yeah. Yeah.
The smallest spark could set these Danins and Renins against each other. Glad we managed to extinguish this one early. Just thinking about how tense the situation is makes me anxious.
It is a deep-rooted issue that will not easily be solved.
True, but it will need to be dealt with eventually.
And we have to do whatever we can to see it through.
Hey. Hey, is anybody on this side of the bridge need a hand? I want to promote equal opportunity quest doing. Ah!
I think someone's calling out for us.
You!
They could have something they need from us.
You look depressed. Tell me of your depression, sir. Lord Dolim, I have a few minutes of your time.
All right.
That sounds urgent. Very pressing issue. I'm in charge of the food on the Renin side. We're running out of supplies. I can hardly cook anything, and my family is famished. This keeps up, I'll starve to death.
Well,
I have heard of the food shortage in Niez. It's a serious problem thanks to relief supplies from other countries and the city's self-efficiency. That's supposed to be the case, but somehow those supplies haven't reached us Renins. That's not a good sign. Plenty of food in the city. Why isn't it given out to everyone equally? Perhaps the Danins are doing it on purpose. On purpose? Why would they do that? Dolim, you've not been paying attention for the last, like, your entire life. Reducing our share as an act of revenge against us Renins. Some residents of Niez may have grudge against Renins because of what happened past. I doubt any would go that far. Now, let's not blow it out of proportion. I'll go talk to the distributors, we'll be fine. Sir, you're just adding fire to the flame. That's my job. Maybe it hasn't reached you for some other reason. Wow. Ian. Just trying to help. I understand the issue. However, I'd first like to clarify one thing. Even if the harassment is true and the culprit is Danon, your attitude is most offensive. Stop lumping Danons together and making such discriminatory remarks. Those days are over. And your attitude towards my friend, the equivalent of an insult to me. I will not overlook it. Forgive me.
okay.
Good. Now, let's think of this issue at hand. First and foremost, we must solve the current food shortage. The doubts you have, consider them afterwards. Let's prioritize our day-to-day lives above conflict. You're right, my lord.
Alphen.
What do you say, Alphen? In the meantime, why don't we go gather some food ourselves? Oh, yeah. You know, bad to the supply stocks. Take care of this issue. So why don't you wait with your family? Anybody else have issues?
Running out of food is a serious issue, no matter the reason. No one should have to stop eating before they're full.
That hits a bit different coming from you.
Let us resolve this matter with haste.
She's a bit of a glutton. But her upbringing often left her with little options for food, so she, out of survival instinct, became kind of a food-obsessed individual. Oh, it was a landslide? Lame. It's alright. Where do my quests currently take me? Where do I see my currently active quests? Ah, here we go. I need more No, I have peppers, I have potatoes. I need more No. I need potatoes and peppers. Right? Yeah. I thought I had plenty of potatoes. Maybe they were part of the stew I made. That tracks. And then I defeat the Zoogles at Adden Lake. Alright. My eyes open for peppers and potatoes. To Adden Lake! Time to finally get this adventure into high gear. Or mid gear, at least. Oh. Hold on. Another NPC.
Okay.
I have a word before you head out of the mausoleum. I have some good news for you.
Hmm?
Is today a sale? And is the sale a win? Remind them at the shop. Started carrying Zoogle materials. Ah, so, okay, that is new. Thanks to reconstruction, we've been able to establish a fairly stable distribution network. I'll give you some samples. Give it a try. If you'll like it, be sure to take a look in the store, too. Got it, thanks. That does help simplify things quite a bit. I remember how to craft stuff. Oh, or two. Alright. Back to Adden Lake.
A Dawn Lake? Gonna be tricky with all those giant Zoogles running around.
That's fine.
Oh? I would have assumed you'd be itching for an excuse to fight them.
Well, you know, I'm a bit more of a grown-up now.
I don't think that's something actual grown-ups say.
Still a long way off there, buddy. Alright. This guy needs help, too.
What?
It's you. What are you doing here? If we've met before, I'm sorry. It's been like 2 years for me and a year for them, so it's like 3 years.
You're...
You work for Bayfon. Torvin, right? And to have a conversation with us, I will respectfully ask you refrain from the kind of attitude you previously took towards Rinwell. I know. I didn't mean to say anything to offend you guys. I'm fine. It doesn't bother me anymore. Actually, there's something I want to ask you. A few times in the library in Saint. What were you doing there? I tried talking to you, but you're always gone so soon that I never had the chance.
What?
I was researching something. That's what a library's for, bro. Anyway, I have to get back to work. Gathering materials for the Darkwings. Oh, sorry if I interrupted you. You don't need to apologize. It's just that we're in a rush to get the materials for weapons. We don't have enough weapons for stuff like escorting transports to goods. Now the Darkwings are currently in charge of Mogser's autonomy. It means the procurement of weapons and is a future task to maintain the security of Mies.
Yeah!
That was really aggressive. The others already have their weapons full. Oh, my brain just fucking skipped a beat there. The others already have their hands full. So let's do something quickly. Darkwing, so you're in a rush. Can help you if you like. Would you rather not have me? Oh, that's not what I meant. Why you're offering to help someone like me? I mean, you're in need of help, aren't you? I just thought I could help in some way. We're all seasoned adventurers. We got to that point where we just kind of help everybody. It would help a bunch if you could. That's what I thought. It's always better to have more people. You don't mind me helping him, right?
Okay.
We'll do what we can. Appreciate it. I'm gonna write down the materials for you. Oh, and also...
What?
Is something on my face? No, nothing like that. Just let me know when you gather materials. Right, got it. This guy's being weird about things. I don't like it. but
He
I
only acted
do
strange
like
when he was
rewards.
talking to Rinwell.
But it seemed to me that his attitude had changed a little.
Yeah. He was missing that sense of ill will he had before.
Well, I don't mind if you don't.
It's Troubleberry.
Hey, I think that might be what we're looking for.
Potat! Lemon peppers. Good.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Okay, that's how I change target. Got it. Why? Okay. How do I switch person?
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
I can't imagine what we do without you, Rinwell.
Who, me? That's a little much, don't you think?
How do I switch characters?
Get on in there with the others.
Barely a blip on our radar.
Don't remember how to switch characters mid-battle. Probably be a helpful thing to figure out. Oh god, there's more quests!
I feel like somebody's watching
Yeah,
us.
I know.
Yeah!
Hey, you guys! Met before?
You're-
I recognize you. Weren't you on the... on Mavar's ship before? Yeah, thanks for remembering me. I'm actually on land now. I can see that. Port is blocked off right now for expansion work. They're saying there'll be more trade in the future. The ship went bad at the same time. Mavar is running around trying to raise money, so split up right now. You're going through a hard time. What are you doing here? I'm way back from petitioning the Dark Wings and Niez to exterminate the Zoogles in Achfoltal Hills. Hate that name. Something about that name that just... Ugh.
For real?
Fighting Zoogles? Why would you sailors care about that? Once the ship's fixed, we'll be transporting supplies and fish from the port to Niez for trading. And we have to pass through these hills to do that. Nice to make sure it's safe in the meantime.
Right.
I'm looking ahead to the future. I'm sure Mahavar is doing his best right now. We gotta do what we can for him. But the Darkwings seem to be busy now with problems in Niaz. No telling when they'll be done. When they'll be able to help.
All right.
Then how about we handle the Zoogles for you? You do that? Punching Zoogles is what we're all about. Like 90% of what we do these days. That is 4 side quests. I'm getting overloaded on these things.
Malabar is quite an impressive man. He's gone from being a tool of the Renans to having his own boat, as well as the people's adoration.
When his ship got sucked down into the sea, I was sure he was a goner. It was such a relief to find out he's okay.
A captain's got to be tough as nails if he wants to lead his crew.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's clear out some of these crystal modillos. And,
Don't come crying to me if you end up getting hurt.
How do I change characters?
Don't you think you've saved up enough power at this point?
I was just waiting for the right moment.
Thanks,
Stop being
Kisara.
shy and just go for it like you always do.
Calm down. They're surrounding us. Railing circle.
Yep, thank you.
Armor won't save me. You hear it now?
Fighting together.
Well, someone seems in tip-top form.
Nothing new about that.
And still as humble as ever.
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint, I hear.
Nope, that'd be silly.
Now, Watson, get toasty.
Bird strike.
Yeah! Excessive punching of bullets in the air. Oh, good. I'm getting decent materials for this, too. Alright, well, we got a handful of quests to do. Hopefully there's no more in the immediacy. Do I have a map button? Well, as I try and figure out my UI, I hope you all enjoy yourselves, and if you are, let me know down below, like, comment, subscribe, there we go. And we'll come back next time and fill out some of these quests. Till then, you'll have a subscribe to stay, and I'll see you next adventure. Later.